with another Assassin's Creed video. Um, and I'm gonna be doing a main mission here. Um, and we'll see where it goes. I'm gonna leave this quest because I don't want anything to do with it. Um, so as I said, guys, this video means a lot to me. It's one of my, I'd have to say, these Assassin's Creed videos I do. There's a lot of them that are really for me, and I really enjoy them. So, um, like I said, guys, please enjoy. Uh, I'm playing Assassin's Creed Unity here. I'm trying my best to get myself out there as a YouTuber. But unfortunately, I don't have a lot of subscribers. So if you guys could hit the subscribe button below, it'd be great. Um, so I'm gonna go to my map. I'm gonna upgrade my character. So I'm gonna show you the basics. So see, as you can see, there's different types of things you can do to upgrade your characters. Um, you can upgrade stamina, uh, health rate, um, double assassination. You can pretty much upgrade anything that you think. You can pretty much upgrade anything that you think's fit for your character. So, as you all know, it's the same character. You all play as the same character. But you can pretty much upgrade anything you think's fit for your character and whatnot. And then you can also go to weapons. And the cool thing I think that I find awesome since they've added it is you can actually go and go through a lot of swords. And as you guys can see, there's quite a few here. There's like two or three different types, and you get like a pretty good fucking selection. Um, so like I said, you guys get a really good connection, like a pretty okay collection here, and you go through the stat, like you can go to light spears, and as you can see, there's all these different types of spears. Like there's a ninja one. There's a fucking one with a mace on the end of it. There's this one, and as you guys can see, there's a lot of them. But there's also a lot of them that I don't have because I haven't really played through the game yet. I haven't unlocked anything really. But as you guys can see, there's a good variety of staffs and stuff like that here, like spears and shit. It's a pretty good variety. So I'm gonna go with one of the cheapest ones because I have barely any money. Um, so like I said, guys, leave a comment below. Um, let me know if you want more of these videos. Let me know if you want to have me do them. Uh, like I said, hit the subscribe button below. Please do subscribe. Um, and we'll get the show on the road. So I'm gonna go with this spear. This one here. So I'm gonna upgrade it. As you guys can see, I just upgraded it. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna equip it. But I'm also gonna show you some other things. Like with Assassin's Creed Unity, you have like a variety of weapons you can choose from. So like you can have a pickaxe as a weapon. You can have like this weird ass fucking sword with a handle and another handle. You can have like a battle axe. You can have any kind of type of combat axe, which I find is very neat. You can have a fucking mace. You can have a lot of cool shit. And as you guys can see, you can see that there's another sword like that. Um, there's also this weird ass ninja sword that I kind of like. It's quite neat. There's also this mace with spikes at the end of it, like this baseball bat kind of weapon, like skull. Something club is what it's called. And as you guys can see, there's a variety of weapons. As I said, it's quite neat. I like the variety. The variety is quite weird, but it's quite interesting too. Like they have quite a few pistol varieties. So I see a lot of good pistol varieties here, and I'd have to say the only cool ones I find that are really really neat is the 4-barrel, that 6-barrel, the 6-barrel I'm using, and out of the few, I think these ones are kind of the coolest, because this one kind of has like 3 chambers. It shows the 3 chambers. It's pretty neat. And then this one has six barrels, 3 on each side, which makes it a 6-barrel gun. And then this one here, I find it's actually probably one of the best ones I've seen ever in Assassin's Creed history. It's probably one of the coolest. It's actually one of the most common denominator guns I've ever seen. And I'd have to say it's pretty wicked because it has the 5 barrels, and it just looks really sick. So there's the guns, and then you can go to rifles. You can have your own rifle. You can have a fucking rifle. You can choose whatever you want. You can go to guns with battle axes. Like, as you can see, there's a battle axe on the gun, which makes it really interesting. And I'd have to say, out of all the weapon choices, I'd say the light weapons are pretty shitty. And I'd say the heavy are okay, but they're a little too heavy to use. So, like I said, I prefer going with the staffs. Okay, like the spear staffs, because they're actually more, in a way, qualified and a lot easier to kill people with. And as you guys can see, if we go down here, if we go up here, you can also do a lot of color. You can do some color change to your character's outfit. You can make it any color you want. It's quite neat. So as you guys can see, there's a variety of colors that a lot of people here would probably like. Like if you look here, there's white, there's green, there's like grayish orange, there's like a grayish green color, then there's like red, purple, like pinky purple, pink, like there's a good variety. And then you can go through like all the hoods, and they got some pretty neat hoods here. Like they have this one. This one's pretty neat, but it's not my kind of style, and I like that one, but it's okay. And this one's not too bad. this one's a little weird, because it has like a hat at the top of it. It's just kind of weird. But as I said, you can go through them. There's quite a few good ones. Like this one's neat. There's also this one where you can have where you can just straight up have a mask. Then there's this one with the chain link on the side there. And like I said, you can have a lot of different varieties. And there's also this one. There's also this one, which I think is quite neat, but I don't really like it. But then there's Then there's kind of like the British kind of look, which looks quite neat on him. And then there's this look with this leather hood. It looks really sick. It kind of brings out the suit. Then there's this one, which is the chainmail hood. And I actually really like this one. Unfortunately, I do not have enough to buy it yet. But it's really sick. It kind of brings out the suit and makes it look like he's a badass. And then, as I said, there's the mask ones. There's also that one. There's a good variety. So then there's this grayish hood that doesn't really look good with the red. And then there's this raggedy old hood that's really shitty. And then there's this hood, and that hood's probably one of the coolest. I'd have to say this one's the best looking out of a lot of the hoods with the point. And then this is again one of the weird hat hoods. And then this hood is probably one of the coolest masked hoods I've seen in Assassin's Creed history. And this one's not too bad. As you can see, it shows kind of the assassin symbol on the head. Then this one, it's grayish. It shows the Assassin's Creed symbol on the side, and it has its kind of texture to it that makes it look okay. And then there's this red one. It's really, really nice. And then there's this one as well, which is old and raggedy. And then there's a couple other ones. Like this one's weird. Like I said, I find the ones with the little tail on the hood is a little weird. But then there's also this one here, which has the point. Not too much though, but it's a nice hood. And if you're into the kind of chainmail hoods that I think are pretty sick, this one's pretty cool. I'd have to say out of all the hoods, I think this one is the neatest, with the point and then the chainmail on the inside of the hood. It looks pretty neat. And then we're gonna go down to this one, and this one is kind of an upgrade from the other one that is like this, but it's just the hood. It doesn't have any like design covering the suit like it does here. It's just pretty much that one without the suit design. And then there's also this one, which I find is really dumb. I don't like the feather thing. But then there's also this one, which is one of the coolest ones I've seen out of the list here. But I'd have to say the best one to go with would be a hood that kind of points out, if you guys understand the concept. So like, if I had enough, I can tell you this now, if I had enough, I would go for, I'm trying to find it here, guys. Give me 1 second. Trying to find one here. One of the chainmail ones. Like I said though, guys, this kind of hood would be my kind of style. Like I like the whole chainmail effect. I think it's really neat, and I really think what they've done with it is probably one of the best things I've seen them do with Assassin's Creed. So, as I said, we were going through the varieties there. There's also suits here that you can change. You can change your suit to anything you want. There's some pretty cool ones in this list. There's this one, and this one, and this one. And I kind of like this one. Like it kind of brings them out a little bit. But this one is kind of the British effect, the British look effect. I don't really like it. This one's kind of old-fashioned, medieval kind of like look to it. And then this one's again kind of British look. And then this one here's again like a kind of little bit of a British look. And then this one is really neat. It's like old material leather. It looks really good. And there's quite a few of them. Like there's this one. There's this one. This one. This one. Like this one's kind of neat because it's like a Templar kind of outfit look, but it's an assassin's outfit. And I have to admit, it kind of looks retarded, but it looks good in a way. This one's quite neat. Yet again, kind of looks like a little bit of a British look. And then this one, then again, also looks kind of like a British look. Also, this one also kind of looks Britishy. If you guys don't think so, and it's fine. I understand, but it's to me it looks Britishy. And then this one does really look British kind of look. Then you can have chainmail armor with a suit, which I find is pretty neat. And then you got that one. You got this one, which is a little odd. And then you got this one, which is quite good looking. And this one's okay. Like these are all good looking suits. I have to admit, some of these suits are pretty nice. Like this one's one of the nicest I've seen. This one's again like a British look. I don't really like it. Still a Britishy kind of look. Still don't like it as much. But I'm gonna go through them here. There's this one, which is in between of a Britishy look and kind of assassin-y. And then there's this one, which is a little too fancy. And I don't really like it because it just brings out, as you guys can see, he has the Templars medal hanging there, and it just doesn't really bring out the assassin in that outfit. I don't really think that outfit goes. And then, as you guys can see, there's that one. Like I said, there's a good variety of them. That one's quite neat. I think that one's one of the best because it has the assassin symbols on the side. It kind of puts it out there. Then there's this one, and I'd have to say it's probably one of the coolest. It's like a metal armor kind of outfit. Then you got your full chainmail Assassin's Creed outfit. And people, let me tell you, this fucking outfit, okay, is one of the coolest Assassin's outfits I have ever seen made. And I think it really brings out the assassin in him. I think this one's a little too girly for my taste. And this one again with a little bit of a British look. That one with a little bit of a British look. And last but not least, the coolest looking British look that I think looks pretty good is this one. And yet again, guys, it is quite fascinating on the rating of this stuff. Okay? And I've been playing Assassin's Creed my whole life. I've been in and out of Assassin's Creed games. I've been playing them for a very, very long time. And then there's this one. Then you can also go to your gauntlet for your blade. So then there's this gauntlet, which is the first gauntlet you get. It don't look too great. And then there's the second gauntlet. It looks okay. There's also this PlayStation U gauntlet that you can get. And whatnot. So, like I said, you can get that one, but I'm not gonna go and get it right now because it'll stop my live stream. So, but then there's, like I said, there's a variety of them. There's this one. There's even the British kind of look one. This one's kind of old looking, which kind of makes it look good. Then there's the red one that kind of goes with the outfit, blends in. And then there's this one that I thought was pretty neat with the Assassin's Creed symbol on it. As you can see, the blade has a little bit of a hidden bow, which is really neat. And right about here, you can see that this blade has no symbols, nothing. This gauntlet, it's more like a grayish kind of color, which I don't really like because it's kind of nasty looking. But then there's this one, which is quite cool. Like, it looks pretty neat. And then there's also this one that I like. It looks wicked. It has like these buttons and shit like that. Then there's this one, which is not my taste. But then there's this one, and this one I'd have to say is pretty cool, but not the greatest one I've seen. This one's okay. I like the white to it. It looks nice. And again, I haven't unlocked it, so I can't use it, unfortunately. But this one's cool because it has the Assassin's Creed symbol, and then kind of like a hand wrapped glove bandage, kind of like a hand wrapped bandage, and then the grayish texture on the inside, which is really nice. And then there's also this one, which again looks kind of like a Britishy kind of look, which I don't like. Then there's this one, which I think is quite neat. It has its technique. It has its kind of uniqueness to it. This one's not so unique because it doesn't really blend out. I don't really like the look of it. But then there's also this one, which is like a fingerless glove gauntlet. And it looks really, again, they look really cool with this. And this one is nice. It's kind of grayish, kind of weird looking, but it's just as good. Then there's this one, which is a kind of a yellowy color with the fingerless glove kind of look. Then there's also this one with the gold glove kind of look and the gold gauntlet kind of look, and it really throws it out there, people. It really does. And then there's another Britishy looking one. There's also this one, which is full on metal, which is quite awesome. And then there's again that design, but with the fingerless gloves. And again, with the Britishy kind of design. And then with this one, it's the Assassin's Creed design, kind of like Ezio's armor for Assassin. It looks really neat. And then there's the Masquerita. There's the mask. I can't pronounce that, guys. I'm sorry. But as you can read it as you're watching. So there's this one. It's quite nice. It just doesn't have that much detail to it. Then there's this one where it has the assassin symbol with the line through it. And I think it's probably one of the most neatest ones I've seen. And then, like, again, here's that weird one. And then there's this one where I think looks quite weird, but it has a nice detail. I like the fingerless glove thing. It looks wicked with it. And then this one, again, kind of a Britishy look. I don't know if you guys think it would be, but it is to me. And then double assassin symbol on this one. And this one's probably one of the best ones I've seen because it has the most health rate. It has a decent amount of fucking stamina. It has a decent amount of mobility. It has no mobility. It has no recoil. But it's still really good looking. And then there's this one where it has melee, like somewhat up, health not too much, stamina a lot. It's quite good. It may not have that much damage rate, but it's still as good as it looks. This one is really neat. Kind of brings back memories from Ezio's game times. Like when they made the first few games with Ezio, when they made Assassin's Creed 2, Brotherhood, and Revelations. I'd have to say it kind of brings back memories to Ezio's kind of look. It looks really good. It's really awesome. And then there's this one, again, kind of a Britishy look, which I don't like. And then there's this one, which is the last of them. And I'd have to say it's the most coolest looking one because it has the assassin symbol. But because I don't have enough money for any of the, really not too many of these, I'm gonna try and find a glove one, fingerless glove one that is in my price range. Which, as you guys see, there isn't. So I think I'm gonna go with one of the gauntlets that really stick out. So I'm just gonna keep the original. Don't worry. Alright, so then there's the belts. There's this belt, which it is really not that stylish. But then there's also this one, which is really good style. I really do like it. And then there's this one, which I have on already. And it's quite nice yet again. There's, as you guys can see, I'm just going to scroll through all of them because I don't have much time. I'm going to end this live stream in a minute. But you go through all of it. There's all these really nice ones. You keep going. Like I said, you can go through the whole list. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of them that I like. Like this one's really neat kind of brings out like the texture to shit. I like that one. It's not too bad. This one, kind of like Illuminati, kind of Assassin's Creed symbol, which means it kind of looks good, but again, not my taste. Um, but also, in a way, I like the bag style because you got like a little goodie bag to hold like throwing knives, stuff like that. And again with the eagle kind of belt, really looks good. Uh, this one looks quite fashionable with the suit. It really brings it out. And then there's this one, and this one again with the eagle design, which is really neat. And if you go here, this one kind of looks like the belt Kenway had when he first killed that assassin and stole his suit and had posed as an assassin. But then there's this one, and I'd have to say, out of all the Eagle ones, this one here is probably one of the coolest ones I've seen, with the assassin symbol in the middle and the eagle. And I'd have to say it's probably the best. But what I'm gonna do, guys, I'm sorry to say, I want to unlock my the PlayStation U versions of the belts. So sorry to say, guys, but that's the end of my live stream, showing you a couple of the things you can do with Assassin's Creed. This is only episode 1. Episode 1 is kind of where I show the tutorial, go through all the stuff, all the neat clothing you can have. And then the next episode, hopefully, next live stream with Unity, Assassin's Creed Unity, will be actual gameplay. So, thank you for watching, guys. Please enjoy. Like I said, hit the subscribe button below. And actually, no, sorry, I don't have a subscribe button below. But go to my YouTube channel and fucking subscribe. Get right to the channel and hit that subscribe button, guys. Alright, thank you, man. Thank you. Alright. Stop broadcast.